Harvest continues across the Corn Belt, and we check in with some growers about their research trials. Hello, folks. Thanks for joining us this weekend. 2020 has been a crazy year, but earlier this spring, some growers thought to go ahead and plant research trials. Chad Colby checked in to see what they're learning here at Harvest.
In the springtime, a lot of producers put in a lot of different field trials on their farm. And during harvest, it's time to collect all that data and see what the data has taught you. This week, I sat down with Jacob Wade of Wade Farms here in central Illinois, and he shared a little more input about how he does his 15 versus 30 trials.
So my trials are a lot different than the most common trial you'd see and the commons plot you'd see. My entries are 2,600 feet long, and they're all replicated 3 times. So I have a full pass. This is a full field scenario. I don't like the small plot work for making an on-farm decision, especially what could be a very expensive decision. So we wanted to test it in a whole field setting and really treat it like we would manage our acre as it was every year. So this gave us the ability to do that in a full field setting, and the replications really ensure that the data is a quality data set.
I was out in the field during harvest, and like you, I was really interested to see how the data compared from 2020 to what he learned in 2019, because from the air, you could certainly see the variability.
So 2019, we had ample rain, and we only saw a 4 to 5 bushel increase to 15-inch corn over all hybrids and all replications. This year, we were about at 11.5 bushel over all hybrids. So my goal was to have between 7 and 10 bushel to make a switch financially on the farm. And so what I'm seeing consistently here over 2 years is that I have that 7+ bushel advantage. In some scenarios, depending on the hybrid, up to 30 bushel advantages. So there can be some big swings between hybrids. And the one thing that I really think is a big takeaway is that 15-inch corn has never been worse. It is always as good yielding or better. So that tells me right there that, okay, once I get switched in a 15-inch corn and a 15-inch planter, I'm not losing anything. I only have things to gain. And there's more to talk about than just yield. The row spacing allows for better weed pressure. It also, we have seen, this year we only saw about 0.2% moisture drier on 15-inch corn over 30-inch corn. Last year, we were consistently seeing almost 1% drier in 15-inch corn over 30-inch corn.
It's really interesting to hear his results year over year. I appreciate that he shares them. But for me, it's just interesting to see how far you can push those limits out in your field.
It really is, Chad. As you know, when we farmed, we did a lot of this on-farm trial ourselves. So being able to extend this and help create opportunities to help others create the same type of work on their farm and their situations really means a lot. And the fact that you get growers like Jacob that are willing to openly share this data so everybody can learn from it is just awesome, because not everybody has these opportunities to grow this or to have the head or the equipment. So providing that is just incredible. That's great.
Jacob did want me to share he does use a third party to manage all the data from his trials. And as you look to 2021, might be a great opportunity to push those limits on your farm. For This Week in Agribusiness, I'm Chad Colby.